Greetings, dear ones. I am Kryon of Magnetic Service. Again, we tell you that the name of Magnetic Service is a metaphor. For the magnetic grid of this planet contains that which is what we would call the posturing of consciousness. We've told you before that you could not live here without it. The fact that it had to change in the early days to reposture itself and get ready for what's coming. That's the service that I originally have come for, and now I am a messenger. People have said, well, where do you really come from, Kryon? I told you this morning, and I am not an entity, not singular. I'm from the creative source just like you are. I represent pure consciousness of love and compassion. And I speak through this human being who you see sitting in the chair. It is not unusual. It's not odd. It's not spooky. It's filled with compassion, love, beauty. You see this as so odd and so strange, and it's not. Thirty-something years after the death of the one you call Jesus, there was an apostle. Saul of Tarsus is in prison. Now his name is Paul, and he's writing what will someday become the Holy Scriptures. And he's sitting there by himself. And the man is filled with joy, and he has tears running down his cheeks. And in a half light, he is inscribing the words that so many millions will read someday, and they will call it the Word of God. Is not the Word, it's Word of Paul. Under the influence of channeling, directly he is receiving information about the beauty of God. What has happened on the earth? The Master of Love, word after word, thousands of them, in prison. And he is so alive with it. He's channeling. And you don't have any trouble with that, do you? But when a modern man sits in a chair and does even a fraction of this to give you updated messages from the creative source, there are so many who say, impossible. This is your discernment. There is no judgment of your belief. But I ask you to discern, at least discern. I ask this of all those who would listen to me right now. Are you going to use what you think is real as the litmus test, as the measuring stick? Or are you going to discern the energy of what you're hearing right now? Are you going to listen to these words and understand and hear and feel the compassion and the love for you? Or have you already got your mind made up that it isn't happening?